good morning, ATL sports fans out there in the ATL sports universe. I hope you all are doing well across all bodies of water, continents, states, counties, municipalities,
Yeah.
bathrooms, restaurants, whatever. I hope it's a great ATL day in the ATL and beyond. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a great ATL Sports morning. Debo!
Sir.
How you doing this morning, man?
Man, T-Will, man, I cannot complain, man. It's a beautiful Tuesday down here in the A, man. Great things going. I can feel the vibe, bro. I feel great things happening for our teams, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the Hawks in the playing against the Magic. We got to see what happens with that. We got the Braves doing their thing. Grant Holmes threw a one hitter yesterday, bro, before getting pulled out.
Yeah, man.
All that good stuff, bro. So I feel the good vibes of I'm picking up what our Atlanta sports teams are putting down, bro. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Definitely, man. Grant, damn near went a full 8 innings yesterday.
Yeah,
It was great.
yeah.
We needed that from the perspective of he saved our bullpen because our bullpen has been overused.
Hmm.
Look, there's several ways you can kill your team, and one of them is overusing your bullpen because by the time it really matters when you get to playoff time, they have nothing left. So
Right.
you're going to need starts like that where guys can go into the sixth and seventh innings, um, every now and then just to keep the bullpen fresh. So I really like that. I like the fact that Riley hit 2 home runs. It was great, man. It was
Hmm.
great. It was great. Tonight, the Hawks played that team again, Orlando. Mama, there go that man again. And it's for
Yeah.
the play-in. Winner plays. I think if the Hawks win, they play Cleveland. I think.
I thought it was Boston.
I think it. You know what? They're the eighth seed, right?
Right.
Yeah, it would be Boston.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have to forgive the document because it's wrong, but
Right. It's all good, man. It happens, bro. Hey,
it,
things happen, man.
bro, it happens. Let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it. So what we got here? We got the Hawks and they finished on a 3 game win streak, so that's a good thing.
Hmm.
They face the Magic tonight for a play-in game of the seventh versus the eighth seed. If the Hawks win, they face Boston, not Cleveland. My bad. And if they lose, they face the winner of the ninth and tenth seed. And if they play and they still face if they win, they still face Boston, right?
Right. Right.
Okay. And if they lose, they go home. So
Yeah.
apologies for the incorrectness of the sheet. I don't know what happened, but apologies. I will go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Hey, T-Will, you're only human. You know what I'm saying? You're only human.
Hey, hey. So they say. Let's see here. What do we have? What do we have? Falcons update.
Hmm.
So I'm cruising through the interweb,
Right.
the internet, right? And what? No,
Hmm.
no, no, no. I'm lying. I'm lying. I just told you a lie. I didn't mean to, but I lied to you. Here's what happened.
How dare you, bro?
How dare I? How dare I indeed? So I'm sitting down yesterday, right? I'm working. I'm minding my business.
Right.
And a friend of mine that I met in this business, Anthony, I believe his last name is Sauvignon. I
Okay.
met at one of the functions. Great guy. But he says, I hope this isn't true. And he sent me this article that said that Kyle Pitts had been traded. And I'm like, what?
Hmm.
And I went and I looked at it, and true enough, it said it, but it's not a reputable rag. And
Right.
excuse me, it's not a reputable publication. I should not call it a rag. It is
Right.
not
Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah.
even though I feel that way, it's not a reputable publication, right? We got
Gotcha.
Carlo in the building this morning. Top of the morning, fellas. How you doing?
Top of the morning, Carlo. What's going on, sir?
Yeah. Um, so I looked on the Google A,
Hmm.
um, and that was the only story. So obviously he hadn't been traded. But what's interesting, and let's talk about this. What if Kyle does get traded for picks? How are you feeling about that?
I feel totally fine with it. I mean, like my stance on Kyle Pitts, bro. I mean, like I said, everybody keeps saying he's the unicorn and this, that, and the third. This man's come on his fifth season, and at this point, he has not produced. Yeah, and my only thing, everybody keeps saying that, oh well, you got to give him a chance. He's going through all these quarterbacks and everything. Well, guess what? Drake London has two, and Drake London's producing. You know what I'm saying? So if we get, and also I'm all about draft capital. If we get enough draft capital for someone to come up and say, hey, and we'll give you this, that, and a third for Kyle Pitts. Why not? Why wouldn't Terry Fontenot take that? I would take that all day, but it has to be the right situation where you get some draft capital for it, bro. So I would totally take that. I would feel fine if someone came up and said, "Hey, we would give you this for Kyle Pitts right here," then I would be totally fine with it because, like I said, I don't think there's no return. I don't think there's no the return of us getting draft picks as opposed to us keeping Kyle Pitts for a fifth year and hoping that he gets it together in some way or another. No, man, I would rather have the damn draft picks, bro. That's my take on it, man. What about you?
I mean, you got to be a realist. I would love to keep Kyle, right?
Mm,
But life don't always work that way. You know what I mean?
no,
It just
no.
doesn't. So it would have to be the right deal.
Mm,
I'm not trading them for a case of beer. It would have to be an acceptable deal. We'd have to get multiple picks, and to the extent that you can't get it, hey man, they can keep stepping.
right.
Um, but I mean, it really just depends, and really, it looks like it looks like Pitts and Penix are bonding.
I
They're
mean, yeah.
at a lot of events. They rode together at least the word on the street is they rode together. I don't know. Got this
Mm.
housekeeping. Brian Cornelius says, "Morning, fellas. Morning, Brian. How you doing, man?
Morning,
All
sir.
is well, man. Hope Hall as well. Happy Falcons or happy ATL Sports morning to you, sir.
Absolutely. Yes,
I
sir.
it have to be the right. It would have to be the right one. It couldn't just
Mm.
be any deal. It'd have to be the right deal. And again, you're not going to make everybody happy.
No,
Trade
I get it. Yeah.
tomorrow. If you trade Kyle tomorrow, half of the Falcon fans will be loving it. The other Falcon fans will be hating it. They'll be like, "This
Mm.
sucks. Oh, I hate this team. Oh, this is terrible. How could they do this? How could
Right.
they do this?" And half of them would be complaining about him, but it's
It,
just
my thing is this though, like the ones who will complain, they they will have to open their eyes up. When I say open their eyes up, they'll have to broaden their perspective and say, hey, losing Kyle Pitts, I would kind of suck on from their perspective. But look at the draft capital that we're getting. We need bodies in here. We need starters in here that can actually produce and perform. So if we got rid of capital, first of all, like you said a little bit ago, bro, we're not going to give him up for a case of beer.
right.
You know what I mean? Which, by the way, sounds good right now. I ain't gonna lie
Sounds
to you.
great right now.
Sounds good. A morning beer, man, nothing like it. What you got there? What you got, T-Will? Is that Heineken?
Man, hell no. This is Pellegrino, man. After
Pellegrino. I was saying Pellegrino. Okay.
heart attacks, man, I cannot have beer, bro. I could have some wine. That's about it.
Oh
My
man.
family gets pissed when I do it.
Right. But yeah, bro.
Then
I
they-
mean, like I touched on, man. We would have to get some serious draft capital, quality draft capital, if you want to release somebody like Kyle Pitts. Again, Kyle Pitts this is his fifth year on the team. To me, he's been marginal at best, and everybody keeps saying, like I said, the whole quarterback carousel. I get it, but I think what you see is what you get. And I hear what you're saying about the whole chemistry thing with Michael Penix. We'll see what happens on the field, but to this point, you know, I think let me ask you a question, T. Will. If you sat there and you saw Kyle Pitts out there playing, right, and you took off the Pitts on the back of the jersey and just put on another name like I don't know, Jackson or Johnson or something like that, how would you feel about that player and his performance? Oh, you're on mute, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
You good?
Hey, give me 1 sec. My daughter's up here asking for the keys. Give me 1 sec.
Oh yeah, take your time, bro. Yeah, take your time. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. And also, Falcons fans, this is what I want to touch on too while T Will takes care of his business. And it's something that we gotta think about, y'all. And so Kirk Cousins, right? So we're trying to figure out what to do with Kirk Cousins. Will he be here? Will he not be here? What team can we actually talk to? And I was watching some other, resources yesterday, and a lot of great points were made. When you look at what we can do with Kirk Cousins, how can we not look at the New Orleans Saints? Now, just hear me out right here. Terry Fontenot still has, Terry Fontenot, of course, came from the New Orleans Saints, right? So I'm wondering if he can use his past relationship with the Saints to generate some kind of leverage to possibly get a deal done to send Kirk Cousins down to New Orleans. The reason I say all of that, if you guys been watching, then Derek Carr is actually his career might be over with. His career might be totally done. So we might have a suitor to see, what I'm saying, to see what we can do as far as brokering a deal to send Kirk Cousins to the New Orleans Saints. That's
Would
one
that,
possibility right there. Because, like I said, you got Terry Fontenot, who does still have, what I'm saying, behind closed doors, he does still have some kind of relationship with the New Orleans Saints. He's for the former GM. Can he use that relationship with Loomis, the owner, to talk to them and say, hey, you guys need a quarterback. We're trying to get rid of the quarterback. Can we make something happen? And preferably, can we make something happen before draft night? So this is something that we can think about, bro.
yeah, I think they want Shador. I got let's I gotta catch up on the housekeeping.
Mm.
Carlos says Penix going to make everything Kirk said and did a lie. Having him as
Stay
a
there.
pressure relief valve going to be clutching situations to the point they're going to guard him and give us leverage going downfield. I like the way you think. Your brother Michael says, "Shout it,
Mike, shout that. Let me
Mike."
say something. Let me say something about Mike right quick, man. He gave me a scathing review of my last food review, bro.
Wow.
So I went to Miss Winners, bro. I went to Mrs. Winners. I got me, some chicken thighs and some broccoli casserole and some baked beans and get my grub on and everything. And Mike, he comes through with a comment. He says, "How can you not go to Mrs. Winners and get a cinnamon roll?" So,
you,
man, hey,
you
hey,
Mike
hey,
is violating the code.
I'm violently cold, bro. I said, bro, hey, I get what you're saying. I thoroughly explained to him. I only had a small period of time to do the video. I built rapport with the owner or the manager. I do my thing and then I'm out. You know what I mean? So, but next time I got you, Mike. Though, man, I got you, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
your boy gonna hit the cinnamon roll up, bro. Matter of fact, moving forward, Michael. On all my food reviews, I want to make sure I have at least one dessert at the very end, bro. Let you know I pay attention. I pay attention to my supporters, goddamn.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Carlos says they hate us and they the ones who hurt Kurt. They know it's gonna set them backwards. Deshaun says, "What up, T-Will and Deboe? Yeet,
Yeet.
hit some man. Let me tell you something. Man. That's my battle cry, man. I love it. I love it. I can't wait. Next time I play spades, when I whoop somebody's ass and it's time for them to leave, I'm gonna be like, yeet, get some. Next, I'm gonna do it. I promise you. As I'm sitting right here, Debo, I'm gonna do it
Right.
because that's just how I feel about
Hey
that.
man, it's a hell of a battle cry. But we have not asked, bro. We have not asked. We have just haven't even about asked Deshaun. Is that trademark, bro?
Yeah,
And
Deshaun.
because if Deshaun owns the rights to that, you might be careful, T. Will. That's trademark infringement, bro.
Right, you're right. Well, let me know if it's trademark, Deshaun. Deshaun says Kirk is going to New Orleans. I just
That's
don't
what I'm
see.
saying. I feel it. I
Don't,
feel it.
I don't see it. I really don't. I
If
don't.
they don't, with that ninth pick, T. Will, if they don't get Shador, then I can't. It's very possible. It's either going to be Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers. They're not going to go into the season with no goddamn Spencer Rattler, bro.
I agree with that, but I guess it depends on what they do. Let me tell you something, man. That draft's going to be interesting. That draft is going to be interesting. Michael
Right.
Lahusky says, "Morning, guys." Mike, how
Top
you
of the
been, man?
morning, sir. Top of the morning.
Mike is that dude, man. He sent one time for the fan crew a care package all the way from Puerto Rico. So hey,
Damn.
man,
Okay.
I got to give you the shout out this morning, Mike. We appreciate it, and we want to know what we love you right back, man. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, let's get into some other things. Atlanta United lost a close one to the New England Revolution. And the problem with this is, bro, they had two goals called back for offsides.
Right. Yeah.
Insane. Like,
Right.
bro, I mean, it's like it. I'm not saying they were looking for it, but let me tell you what I saw. Right,
Mm.
every time a New England Revolution player engaged someone from Atlanta United, they fell down and just acted hurt, like oh, and then they got right back up, especially in the second half. It was so agitating. I mean, they
Right.
flopping to new heights. They really did. It was I was just agitated, man. I was watching the game, and it was just like, bro, the two goals were beautiful,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they just and it didn't go our way, man. We got to figure something out. I don't
Yeah.
think we lost that, so we didn't get any points. We got to figure this thing out, man. I don't know what's going on with us. We definitely have the talent, but
Latte Law, he's not injured, right? He's still playing, right?
no, he's still playing.
Yeah. So I mean, something has to be turned around, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want one thing I don't want to see is a coaching carousel with the Atlanta United, man.
No,
You know what I'm saying? I it seems like every year we have a new manager. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And ever since Tata left, bro, ever since Tata left, the board held seriously didn't get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta see what happens, man. But like you said, man, that's a painful one right there, bro. That offense has to kick in. The offense has to get together, bro. I mean, you got Lottie Loft, the one that everybody was talking about, and of course the return of Miggy. But let's not play ourselves about Miggy is not that dude again. He's still. We're looking at Miggy right now, 8 years older than the one who was with us. When the league started, when the United started. Something to think about, man. But yeah, dog, that officiating was off the chain, man. I saw it. I didn't see the whole match, but what I saw was like you said, a lot of flopping, a lot of people just doing all kind of crazy things. And I started listening to a little bit of the radio cast, man, with Mike Conti and Jason Longshore, and they were losing their minds, bro, and justifiably so, man. That officiating sucked.
oh
And to be honest with you, bro, the matches I've looked at, the officiating's been real sketchy, man.
yeah,
So
it was terrible, man. It just didn't break our way, man. It just didn't break our way. But hey, we got to pick it up. I think we got a game this weekend, so we gotta get on this thing, man. We gotta get this thing going before it's too late. We
mm,
got a lot of time, but we got to pick it up, man. We definitely got to pick it up. Atlanta Braves lost the weekend series, but they came out last night swinging. They beat Toronto 8-4. And Grant Holmes came out and looked pretty good, man. He
mm.
looked really good. He looked great. So he came out, man, did his thing. Bats came out. Sean Murphy, man.
Dude,
Sean
Joe,
Murphy.
hey man, I'm gonna tell you something, dog. Sometime today. I don't know if I need to go to Amazon or maybe Walmart or whatever case may be. I'm getting me a pair of damn Sean Murphy glasses, dog. Because my thing is this, man. If it improves him like that, I need some improvement in my life, bro. I'm gonna throw some glasses on, bro. I might put them on Friday too, dog. Cause them glasses consider to be a secret sauce to what this
Oh,
man's doing. This man looks like one of the best hitters in all of baseball right now.
oh man, he is
That ball has to look like a damn beach ball to him, the way he's hitting it out.
he is killing it, man. He is killing it, man. Hey, all the men want to be him, all the ladies, well, whatever. But I'm just saying, Sean Murphy is that dude,
He's
mama,
that dude right now.
dude again.
Right.
Every time he comes up now, I'm like, all right, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Marcel Ozuna is injured. They had to check his hip out, which is kind of scary.
Hmm.
It's kind of scary. It is. It's. I tell you what, I mean that hip again. That thing goes. That's a problem.
Hey,
So
brother. Whenever I hear hip injury, bro, I cringe.
yeah,
Cause the first thing I think about is that hip injury that Bo Jackson suffered against the Bengals when he was playing with the Raiders and ended his career.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, a hip injury. Not to say it's gonna be to that extent with Marcel. I'm just saying, bro. Whenever I hear hip, I'm like, that's the first thing I think about. Bo Jackson on the right sideline, going down the sideline, getting tackled by behind, extending his hip, and that
That
was
was
it for his career, bro.
that was
So
it.
yeah, an injury hip, your hip can be a serious thing. I know it's not that. Well, I hope it's not to that degree, Marcel Ozuna. But yeah, man, it's a lot more serious than people can perceive, bro.
Very much, man. Very much so. I'm gonna take a moment just to kind of talk about Bo Jackson. For those of you who don't know who Bo Jackson was,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna offend some people, and in no way do I mean offense, but I'm going to say it.
Right.
Bo Jackson was the best two sport athlete I have ever seen. Dion could not touch it.
No, 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 totally.
And I say that knowing full well what I say, okay?
Right.
Because Dion was a Hall of Fame football player. He was a decent baseball player,
Mm-hmm.
decent slash okay. Bo Jackson could do it all. So to just give you a description of who Bo Jackson was, there's a play in baseball where, and I forget who it was, but somebody hit a ball to left field. Bo's playing left field.
I already know what you're gonna say, bro.
Yeah, Bo goes to the base of the fence. Now, this is 320, maybe 325 feet. Base of the fence at the wall, picks up the ball. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, when you throw it from that far to throw somebody out, you throw it to a cutoff man, meaning a shortstop or third baseman, who then turns around and throws the ball to the catcher. Because again, this is 325 feet.
Right.
Okay. Bo Jackson picks up that ball, and I'm not kidding you. If I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. Bo throws a seed from left field that does not touch the ground. I mean, that thing had to be going at least 98
Yeah.
miles an hour.
Right.
Whew, hits the catcher and throws him out.
He
Throws the
essentially,
runner out.
yeah, he essentially threw a four-seam fastball from outfield
Absolutely. With gas. With
with
gas.
gas,
Threw him
and
out. And the
right, and
guy he threw out was Harold Reynolds. Harold Reynolds. So if you guys have MLB Network, Harold's on the morning show, African American gentleman on the morning show, and yeah, man. But I've never seen anything like that. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know anybody who could do that. Bo Jackson was the first person that I've seen run up a wall, and when I mean run up a wall, I mean run up
That's
a
one.
wall. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's one. Yeah,
There you go.
that's that play I'm talking about, man. When he caught that ball, and he literally defied the laws of gravity,
Yes, the
ran
one
up
in
a
front.
wall and back down,
Yes,
did not lose his stride.
yes,
And
yes.
his ran. Yeah, it was a third out. Him and his team were running back. You know what I'm saying, to the bullpen or the dugout. I'm sorry. And the left. I mean, the center field is staring at this dude like, "What the hell you just do,
Bro, because
bro?"
the thing is, he doesn't just hit the wall and jump like the
Right.
folks do now. He runs up the wall, but he's almost parallel to the ground. So he
Mhm.
runs up the wall, makes the catch, and then runs back down. Doesn't jump,
Right.
runs back down. Right?
Right. Yeah. There's no
Phenomenal.
jumping associated. Yeah. He's really in stride, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
doesn't try. Right? I've never seen that. Other thing, in football, you could not stop him. He was too fast to catch you, and he was too big for you to stop him. I will never forget this play as long as I live. They are playing. I don't know who they're playing, but Brian Bosworth
Yeah. The
uh,
Seahawks. The Seahawks game.
playing
Yeah.
the Seahawks. Brian Bosworth was the number one draft pick that year. Bo Jackson met him at the 10-yard line and
Baptized
dragged
him.
his butt to the end zone.
Baptized him.
Bo Jackson says, "Hey, you going?" I mean, ran over him. Literally, Bosworth is hanging on like this.
Yeah. Dang.
Oh,
Yeah. Hanging
okay,
for dear life, bro. Yeah.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
route. Let's go to the end zone. Bo Jackson was phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. So when you brought that up, it just took me back. So
Yeah. The game, the game you talking about, one of the best Monday Night Football games ever, man. Back in 1987, Raiders at the Seahawks. Bo Jackson runs for 222 yards, 3 touchdowns, including a 91-yard touchdown. Would probably, it looked like it took him all of 8 seconds to run it,
that dude was
and
so fast, man.
for him to be so big
Yeah,
and so fast
yeah, man. Yeah,
and do and like I said, from both aspects of his contributions with the Raiders and the contributions to the Kansas City Royals, bro. An all-star, hits a home run at the All-Star game in 1989 in Anaheim. Yeah, I know, no, I totally get it. Yeah, man. I mean, bro, Jackson, you know, what I'm saying, laps Dion as far as being the best two-sport athlete of all time.
yeah. And don't get me wrong, Dion was great, but
Yeah,
he was a Hall of Famer in one, he was decent in the other. But Bo, if
right.
Bo had continued, Bo, and I believe this to be true in my heart, would be a two-sport Hall of Fame athlete. That's how
Absolutely.
it was.
No, no, yeah, no, yeah.
No doubt
No
about
disagreement here. No disagreement here, bro.
it. And I mean, hey, it's real. So Monte Carlos says, do you think they're phasing Carr out because he was good until he wasn't? And didn't he say he didn't want to? Didn't he say he did want to work his deal or rework his deal?
Rework his
I don't
deal.
know. They could be. They could be. That I don't know. They could be. Michael says soccer. I know nothing. That's okay, Michael. Hey, we're here to enhance your knowledge of soccer and all ATL sports. Michael says I miss what you talked about with Pitts to the Pats. Is it true? No,
Absolutely
Michael,
not.
it's not. True. It's not true. Now it could be true in the future, but right now it's not true. Some of these magazines and actually some of these publications and hell, some of these folks that do podcasting, they do what's called clickbait and they throw this thing out there to get you to click and read it. But this was just an outright lie.
Right.
Because most of the time when you see those articles, it'll say Kyle Pitts traded to New England. And you open it up and it goes, well, he could be traded if this and if that. And your heart's already racing. But this one was just a straight out lie. He was not traded. But they did it for the clicks, man. They did it for the clout. Mike says Bo knows.
Bo knows, yes. Yep. Bo knows.
Mike says not one hop. Let's see. Carlos says if you had the Bo Jackson Tiger double side handheld, you were a god in elementary. I love it.
Bo Jackson.
Mike says like Spider-Man up the wall. And Mike's a little bit older than me, so he would know. Mike's a little bit older than me.
So Mike knows the player that we're referring to. So yeah, man. Mike knows, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, bro.
He knows both of them. Mike says ran over the boss. Sure
Dude,
did.
That game killed Boss's career. That game ended his career, bro.
It really did.
It took that game the players you talking about where Bo Jackson carried the ball, literally carried him into the end zone. It took the soul out of the boss's body, bro. He was never the same again. This dude was hyped up out of Oklahoma. Oh, we'll never see a linebacker like him ever. Bo Jackson said, "Okay, watch my body. First of all, run by him on his 91-yard touchdown, and then I'm going to run over your ass."
He did kill his career, man, because it was like, he was that dude before.
Yeah.
Like Bob,
but shout out to Boz. Shout out to Boz, man. He's rebounded very, very good. And I'm not being smart. I'm being dead serious. I don't know if you watch those Dr. Pepper Fanville commercials during the college football season. Yeah. And he plays a sheriff. I love him. Yeah, great actor, man. He plays that sheriff, bro, to a T.
Hey, look, man, lemon out of lemonades. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, lemonades out of lemon.
There you go. Yeah, I got you. Though.
You know what
I know what you're talking about, bro.
All right, so
Deshaun, that Bo Knows campaign back in 1989, 90, those Nike commercials, unbelievable.
Because he was that dude, man. And Mike also says broke his bat on his style like that. Yeah, he used to do that. Let me tell you something. That is not easy. You try that if you want to. You be walking around with a limp for 3 days.
Michael, he also broke it on his head, right? He took it on his head, just snapped it.
That dude was something, man. That dude was something.
Unbelievable strength. He was literally like it was a phenomenon we never seen.
He was just
okay. In my generation, I'm not. I'm not going to.
No. I'm looking for real. You're right. I mean, I've not seen it. Look, it's rare. Normally, if you're a two-sport athlete, you might be a little better in one than the other, right? But Bo was just one of those gifted beings, man. He was
unbelievably gifted. Yeah.
Let's get back to these Braves. So, beat Toronto last night. Spencer Strider comes back on Wednesday to join us.
Right.
Thank God. Thank God. Now, the Braves sent down A.J. Smith-Shawver, which is weird because you would think they would sit down Elder, but I think they sit down because AJ doesn't know where this pitch is going.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's like, I'm just gonna throw it, and I hope it goes. Like he doesn't know, and he's got to work that out, right?
Right. And one thing about it is, I want to give a big time shout out to A1 Forever Sports, man. Chris Tipmore. When he made the announcement. Well, first time I saw it was he said breaking news, you know what I'm saying, AJ Smith-Shawver sent down to Gwinnett. And the first thing I thought about was this is a good move right here to maintain AJ Smith-Shawver's confidence, bro. You can see it on the mound, his confidence with each pitch was just the look on his face was like he didn't know. He had no idea where he's throwing the ball. He had no clue where he was throwing the ball. And sometimes, you know, that the changeup he had was at perfect location, striking guys out. But then other times, man, the location wasn't there. He was all over the place, man. And you get a situation where you don't want to be, you know, put a young man up with that much talent. He's a great athlete, man. You know what I'm saying? And like 5-star. Well, I don't know if he's 5-star or not, but you know what I'm saying? A 4-star quarterback in high school. So he's a great athlete. As far as the pitching realm is concerned, he just had to get together. I think him going down to Gwinnett, slow things down for him. Slow it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Work on some of the things he need to work on. Get more polished. And then at that point, you know what I'm saying, make the move back up here. But yeah, man, I was kind of surprised too about Elder not being sent down, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, hey man. I mean, you got to know where it's going, man. You got to know where it's
You
going.
had to know where your shit's going, bro. If you just start throwing the ball, man, you're like, no, that's not the way to do it. You're asking to be lit up, you know what I'm saying, lit up like a damn, you know what I'm saying, fire. It ain't happening, bro.
My man is using the force to get there. Snitz asking Drake, "What's going on?" Drake, I don't know where he doesn't know where it's going. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that has to be frustrating to a catcher, bro.
Very frustrating. I mean, you're setting up outside, and it's like, you know, right over the plate. And you're like, you know, that's got to be tough, man.
Right.
Mike says the hip injury was a damn shame, and injuries killed the boss as well. Yeah. But hey, man, I mean, you know, they made out. I got a feeling they're okay. Verdugo will be up soon, and look it, man. No disrespect to Kelnick, but
yeah. Say what you gotta say about it. Yeah, for sure. Because you about to say something everybody's thinking.
This dude's hitting the weight I want to be. He's hitting 161.
Well,
I worked very hard on that.
T-Will, man, 161. That's kind of like, you know, like that's
a little scary.
Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, that I ain't saying that's crackhead skinny, but that's skinny, bro.
That's skinny. Okay. Yeah, all right.
I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying though, man.
You're right. Yeah, well, you know, I'm rocking that 270 right now, so I need to get it down, bro. I need to get it down.
You'll make it happen, man. You'll make it happen.
Dude. How about? Who was I talking to? I was talking to Chris last night. There is an offensive lineman in the draft that is. Wait a minute, and sit down. Oh, you are sitting down.
I'm sitting down already, bro.
Oh, you in the chat. Sit down. This dude is 464 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, just take that in, bro. 400, and this man right here is like 36 pounds away from half a ton. Bruh.
Dude, that's dangerously obese.
That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous.
And he how's he maintained the leverage and stamina to play a sport?
I don't know, but he was saying that he needed to lose.
Like how that offense perform in you know in 2-minute offense, bro. Well, like you going downfield, you got to run downfield, and it's high. Like he's clearly athletic enough to keep up with his teammates.
Well, he might be defensive line. I don't know. Either way, he's gonna take on 3 or 4 blocks, man.
Are you talking about old boy? If he's defensive line, you talking about old boy from Florida?
Yeah.
Cause they got a big ass dude down there. He's like 400 pounds. Yeah, he was number 21. He's like defensive lineman.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. That dude's gonna take on 3 blocks, man. Like,
oh yeah, with ease, bro. With ease.
You're not gonna block him with 2.
Ain't gonna be no one-on-ones with that dude, bro. Hell no.
Dude, he could lose 100 pounds and still be on the cusp of one of the heaviest linemen in the league. 464 pounds. Yeah. Golly, man. That's a big boy right there, bro.
That's a huge dude, man. Good luck to him, bro. Somebody's gonna take him.
Hey, it's gonna be interesting. Right. I'll say something, man. I cannot wait for this draft. Right? I cannot wait for this draft. I'm excited about it. I hope my Falcons don't take a damn offensive tackle in the first round. No. We need defense.
Yes.
Okay, fine enough. But whatever, man. Whatever. Mike says he's from Florida. He can move though. Hey,
yeah, I thought. Yeah, number 21. I forgot his name, but I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Big dude, man. That is a big dude. So yeah, Marcelo Zuna's getting an MRI on his hip. Hopefully he is okay. More to come on that one. Last night, the Atlanta Dream, our women's basketball team, drafted two picks in the second and third round. They drafted a shooting guard, Tahina Papau, I guess, who went to South Carolina, and
Mm.
they drafted a small forward, Taylor Theory, who went to Ohio State. So yeah, man, Atlanta Dream making moves. We'll see how it shakes out. They got didn't they get Brittany
Yeah,
Griner?
yeah, we got Brittany Griner, bro. Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be an interesting mix. And yeah, let's
Any team that we can get from South Carolina who's coached by Don Staley, I'm with it, bro.
yeah, man.
I'm totally with it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see where this goes, man. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see it. Um, I don't know, man. But let's get back.
I think about college women's basketball, man. I think about the great coaches, dog. One of my favorite coaches of all time. One of my favorite coaches, men or women, a coach in period, man. Without question, is Pat Summitt
Definitely
from
Pat.
University of Florida. Yeah, University of Tennessee, bro.
Same what happened to her. She was dominant. She was
Yeah,
dominant. She was. I mean, she's right up there with Lombardi. I mean,
right. Yeah, I
and
mean, she's one of think about a coach in mind. She's up there, bro.
yeah, man. I mean, just a great coach, outstanding leader. Um, not I hate that disease took her, man. I really
Yeah.
do. But yeah, man. But more to come on the Atlanta Dream. We'll see how that goes, man. So let's get into these Falcons, right? Because of course everybody wants to talk about the Falcons. Let's get into these Falcons. And I have a question that I'd love to ask you, and that is, right, if
Mm.
it's draft night, okay,
Mm.
and this is for the chat as well. If it's draft night, Lord have mercy, and the Falcons they make the announcement at 15, the Falcons have taken an offensive tackle from I don't know, Idaho. What are you doing? Like what are you doing? What's the mood in Debo's household? Like what's
Bro,
going on?
well, like I said, man, like I touched on when I was a guest on One Time for the Fan, I do plan on being in the bins on draft night. Hopefully, I can make it work out, bro. We'll see what happens. If they take an offensive tackle, first of all, I would love to hear the theory on why Terry Fontenot did that. That's for one. Secondly, I'll be like, oh boy, from Minister Society, when he had Kane, that detective, when he had Kane in there in integration room, like, look, see, you know you're fucked up, right? You know that, right? You know
So
that,
you
right? You,
definitely
you,
was at the
you know
store
you're
at
fucked. So
9:30.
you were definitely in the draft room when you picked that tackle. See, no, I stepped out and they had drafted that. No. You know you fucked up, right? You know that, right? You know you're fucked up. You were in a draft room when they picked that tackle, and you
Oh,
announced it. You ain't fucked up. That's that. There's no way. There's no. But let's say for hypothetical for this
no way.
scenario
All right.
right here for the scenario or even crazier, dog. What if at 15 they drafted Luther Burden, wide receiver out of Missouri?
Oh, bro, let me tell you. Okay, now you cutting deep. Now let me tell you something. Every one of these monitors is gonna be flipped. Every every one of these. I'm gonna have to go commercial break for the show because I'm flipping like I don't want to see that.
Dude,
I do not. I'm not. Look, a tackle I could halfway understand. A wide receiver, bro. I'm going downstairs and
but that's what Terry does, though. Terry does. It's going to kill Terry. Not even think about what like down. Oh, I don't, no, like let's see, Mike Green right there, James Pierce right there. You know,
I've
Javon Walker maybe right there. It was kill him, bro.
I've heard Pierce can't take direction.
I
I've
heard a lot. Yeah, I've heard a lot about
heard
that, bro. I've heard a lot about that. But
uncoached.
and yeah, I've heard like things about he's uncoachable, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, things can change. That's in a college life. I'm pretty sure they can straighten that man out when he goes in the NFL. They say the same thing. All the baggage that Jalen Carter had at the University of Georgia. And I'm not even talking about the Cole Carr situation. I'm just talking about him being coachable. And now look what he's doing up in Philadelphia, bro. So I think that if you get him around the right people, he can make it happen. So
I mean, we'll see, bro. It's interesting.
right there. But yeah, bro, they sat there and drafted an offensive tackle. I would just, I would be giddy. I would be giddy, and then the giddy would turn to outright anger,
angst, disgust,
angst. Yeah,
vitriol.
absolute anguish. And then I would have to know why. I like other Falcons fans, like why this dumb fool would do this? Did somebody have a gun to his head? Did he lose a bet? No.
Carlos says, "Oh, Michael says SC was a powerhouse last year, talking about their women's basketball team."
Right.
Carlos says, "Let's not doubt Terry. He gonna knock it out of the park. It's just our PTSD that's showing." You know what, Carlos? You're right, and that is a real thing. That is a very real thing. You are very naive if you don't think Falcon fans have PTSD. It is a real thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you were around during the Super. Well, we won't.
Let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that.
If you experience that,
right?
If you live through that, bro, you got some sort of trauma.
You got some kind of trauma that will not go away, bro.
Yeah. Michael Husky says, "I wouldn't be surprised if the fact look. I'm just gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna hope for the best."
Yo, you would have people going up 985 to Flowery Branch with pitchforks and torches, bro. Yeah, an angry mob in front of Flowery Branch, bro. Blocking the entrance to the Falcons headquarters. Flowery Branch police be damned. No, dude. Oh, I'm talking about pitchforks and torches, bro.
They would be pissed, man. They would be pissed. I hope they don't. I hope they don't do that. I'm gonna knock on wood. I really want them to draft to trade down and get a defensive player and get maybe 2 or 3 more picks. Because as it stands right now, we have 3 picks and 2 lottery tickets.
Right.
Yeah. You know
right. Right. And I agree with that. And Tori McElhaney, she brought up a good point. We don't need stars. We need starters.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because this defense can be the sum of its parts can be greater than the whole, right? In other words, together they can be the embodiment of a great defense. Look, there's some no-name defenses out there that have been great.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're a great coach and you design a system that fits your players, if your players buy in and they buy into the system and it fits their strengths, you can do it. So again, every position doesn't have to be superstar. They just got to play it, man. But I'm looking for us to hopefully get 3 starters out of this. If we don't draft those first 3 picks, they got to start.
Absolutely, yeah, totally.
Got to be starters. They got to be ready to go. So it's interesting, man. Looks like the Falcons have changed their stance on Mike Green. I mean, it looks that way. You never know, right? They could be playing spy games. They could be like, well, we're just going to go check out Mike Green because we want him to think that. So if he gets down to pick 15, we can trade down. And we can get him 3 or 4 picks from him, right? Maybe. And I don't know that that's the case. It's just
it's a game of poker. Who has a poker face, bro?
Right. And we know
up to draft night, who has that poker face?
We know Terry loves his poker. Look, he's playing chicken with Kirk right now. So I mean, let's see. Deshaun says they're drafting D tackle or linebacker at 15. Hey, I'm okay with it.
The only D tackle I can see is
You said what?
No, only D tackle I see them getting if they get them will be Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss. That's the only D tackle I see them getting. But definitely linebacker, bro. If we stay at 15, Deshaun.
I mean, I'm okay with Jahad Campbell at 15.
Really?
I would, yeah. Jahad Campbell? Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. That dude can run. He can cover. He can hit. I like him. What's not to like?
No, I get what you're saying, bro. But like, if you have other guys like James Pierce and Mike Green, and even well, those would be the main ones. You would pick Jahad Campbell.
I'm saying I wouldn't pick him over Mike Green if Mike Green is available, but over Pitt, yes, because Pitt. Look, I don't. We need to hit, man. I don't.
No time for question marks. I totally get it. Yeah, we need
solid body and a 10-sit head. You know what I mean? I mean, Duke Riley was crushing workouts. What did he do when he got here? Which way did he go? Way to go? No, Duke, over there. Damn it, Duke.
Man, I mean, I would tell you, T-Will, I was getting ready to get me a sausage biscuit and everything, and hash brown. You made me lose my appetite. You
Oh,
said
my
Duke
bad.
Rally, bro.
I'm
You
not.
really said Duke Rally, man. Damn.
I'm not
Mm.
trying. I just remember, man, we were all excited. This dude was out here working. He was
Oh
pulling
yeah.
trucks. He was pulling trucks with his workout. Got in that game and didn't know left from
Then
right.
no left from right.
Man, bro, bro, and that might have been. You know what? I'm not even gonna bring it up. Whatever. It's a bad opener. Hopefully, we don't have that. Before we dismiss, we got about 10 minutes, man. I got some trivia for the crowd.
Okay. All
So,
right.
yeah, man. Let's get into this trivia thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The rapper who has claimed to bring autotune back into music is who?
Who brought auto tunes back into music?
He claimed to have brought autotune back into music. He's a rapper slash singer.
You talking about T-Pain?
T-Pain.
All right. Okay. Okay.
T-Pain it is.
All
T-Pain
right.
it is. Okay, Carlos said Future. Yeah, that's not a bad guess. That's not a
Yeah.
bad guess. Carlos said Lil Wayne. That's not a bad guess. Bad guess. Deshaun doesn't trust Raheem. All right, list of the original members of the Locks.
Damn.
Oh yeah, yeah. I figured I'd get y'all with that one. List of the yep. That's right, Deshaun. List of the original members from the Locks. I tell you what. If you can
Uh,
one, I'll take. If you can give me one, I'll take it.
Jadakiss.
Yes, Jay.
Uh,
That's correct. That's correct.
and I knew the other one's on my tip of my tongue, bro.
Uh,
God damn it.
when you think of the other one, think of fashion. Or another word for fashion is no, it's not.
Style.
Yeah,
Uh,
Styles.
Styles.
Styles. Carlo got it. Jadakiss, Styles, and Chic. That's right.
Damn, bro. Shout, hey,
Carlo
man, you
got
did
it.
way better than me.
Carlo coming in here with
Shout
the
out to the
mic.
locks, boy. Shout out to the locks.
Hey man.
Money, hey, money, power, respect.
Hey, money, power,
No,
respect.
all about the Benjamins.
Yep. 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 All right.
Awesome dudes, man.
Who else was drunk as blank with Ludacris on his original version of Everybody Drunk prior to releasing it on his Battle of the Sexes album?
Who else was drunk as blank with Ludacris?
On his original version of Everybody Drunk prior to releasing it on his Battle of
the
the Sexes
Sexes album.
album.
Oof.
Here's a hint, it's a female.
Right, yeah, I know it's a female, bro. Damn it.
Oh man.
I'm stumped, man. I ain't stumped.
Oh, I didn't stump Deboe.
I'm stumped, bro.
I
What
know
the
I
chat
can
saying?
Deboe.
What the chat talking about?
Oh man, let's see. Chic, no. We Are the Streets. No. I think that's a song. All right. It's if you guys give up, it's Shauna.
I would never got that in a million years, dude. I'm telling you, I'll be totally transparent. Man, we've been here all day, man. I would never gotten that. I forgot all about Shauna, bro.
Yeah, Shauna. That's right. That's right, bro. That is right, man. Yep. Hey, so check it. Captain America Brave New World comes out on streaming today. Did you get a chance to catch it, Debo?
No, I haven't caught that. And I saw a text about a Daredevil one. I haven't caught that either, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't caught either one, to be honest with you, man. I've been, and looks like, man, let me ask you a question, man. Do you think the Marvel series of the comic books turn into series turn into movies, etc.? Do you think that perhaps Marvel is running out of ideas as far as originality is concerned?
No,
No.
I think they just have to, you got to understand everything doesn't translate, right?
Mm,
Like, um, so case in point, Galactus is great in the comics. So, for those of you who read Marvel, Galactus eats planets. Now, Galactus eats planets, even though this sounds evil as hell, he is a necessary evil
mm,
because some of the Eternals are born from planets, right?
mm,
What happened in one, I don't know if it was the future of everything or the problem of everything with the Reeds is that the Eternals kept growing and growing and growing because Galactus died and there was nobody to check them, and they started just taking over universes and
mm,
killing everybody and going from universe to universe. So if you didn't have Galactus to eat planets, the Eternals would overwhelm everyone. But I say
mm.
that to say that probably doesn't translate well. Like that storyline probably wouldn't translate well on
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, that wouldn't at all. Yeah,
Cosmic. You get what I'm saying?
right.
Like it's even the Eternals movie sucked. Now,
Mm,
I'm not gonna blame that on the concept. It was just poorly written. It was terrible. I still have not finished that movie. It was terrible. It was awful. It was
mm,
naval. It was donkey hooters. It was terrible.
right, right.
Um, but it's just certain concepts, right? I like the Daredevil series. I think it's written well.
Mm,
Iron Fist, not so much. I didn't really like the character that they got to play him.
right,
Um,
right.
I really did like Luke Cage. I thought they did a great job with Luke Cage.
Mm,
I probably watch Luke Cage series once a year. I think it's great. But it just depends, because
right.
every character, and then it depends on how they're written. Guardians of the Galaxy
Mm,
was so popular because James Gunn made them funny and relatable,
right.
right? That because if you're not making people laugh, they if you make them laugh, they kind of forget that this is a space movie because it becomes relatable, right?
Mm,
That's why I did that, and that's the issue with DC. James Gunn's over there now, and I think the new Superman movie is going to be great. But both Suicide Squads, which I did not enjoy them because
mm,
for me, they just weren't relatable. They
right.
were not relatable, and they weren't. I didn't enjoy it. So again, to your point, there are some comics that just don't translate well when it comes to live action. The
What?
Suicide Squad, the animated movies have been great.
Mm,
They've been great. DC does great animated movies, probably up until like maybe a year or two ago. But like they were on like a 15-year run where their animation was second to none. But you about to
right.
say, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, yeah, no, no. Good points, man. But follow a question before I dip out, man. What cartoon that you grew up on, or any cartoon, would you like to see made into a movie, and you think it'd be very successful? I already know what mine's is, man.
Okay, so for me, I've said this, I've wanted this. They made it in Japan, they haven't made it here. There was a cartoon that I used to watch called G-Force, and I loved it. And anybody
Hmm.
who has something bad to say about it, I don't care.
Right.
It was the greatest show ever. Okay, there were five teenagers. Okay, they had suits. When Mark would go transmute, Mark was the leader who actually looked like Speed Racer because I think they
Mm,
were drawn by the same artist. But anyway,
right.
five teenagers. There was Mark, Jason, Princess, Tiny, Keops. They had a ship called the Phoenix. They all like basically turned into birds. They had glass beaks. They could fly. They all had vehicles that fit into the Phoenix. They could hop on each other's shoulders and do what's called the whirlwind pyramid. I sound
Mm.
like I'm damn 8 years old right now.
But you getting very excited, bro.
Oh my god, bro! And the ship could turn into a fiery phoenix. Like it was the jam.
Right.
Okay, and if they ever, and I mean ever, in the history of ever, and
Mm,
I mean this on everything that I know, if
for
they
real.
ever make a live action film here in the States, I am taking off work to go see. That's right.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey,
I
I
have
feel
paid
you.
off work to go
Yeah.
see it, and that's mine. What's yours, bro? What's yours?
Without question, man, because this cartoon was so dope for me when it came out, man. And I would love with the technology that's out today, bro, for them to make this into a movie and real life stuff, man. Without question, man, give me Voltron.
Oh yeah. I think that's in the work. Is it not? Is that
Is
not?
it? I've heard rumors about it, bro. I just haven't seen
I
it.
I want to say that was in the works. I could be.
Please make it happen. I
I
would love to see that. Now I'm talking about not the car Voltron. I'm talking about the lion Voltron. That's the one I'm talking
right.
about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I would, man. If that's about to happen, you about to see a very happy Debo, bro.
Yeah. I think that was in the works, bro. I really do.
Let's do it. Let's
I
do it.
think it
Let's
was.
do it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hell yeah, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. So hey, Debo, man, I appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
Tell these folks what. Deshaun said foghorn leghorn. Now I say. Now I
Well,
say.
I say now. I say. Look at. I say now.
You just wait a minute there. Now. You just got it.
Yeah. Hey, I think we. I think the world isn't ready to go back to those days, man.
God is crazy. Um, A1 says Thundercats. I'd like to see a Thundercat. Now,
Oh hell yeah, man.
I'd like to see that. Mike says it's a shame they haven't made a Voltron or Thundercats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to look that up, man. I'm going to look that up between now and Friday and find out. Your
Right.
boy got you, man. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to do
That's
some
what's up.
research on it for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, look it up, bro.
I got you. I
For
got you.
sure.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, y'all can find me, man, Debo Vibes on YouTube, man. Debo Vibes on TikTok. The real Debo Vibes on Instagram. Your boy just did a real quick foodie short of an A-Town classic. If you know, you know. Man, I found me a Mrs. Winters. I thought they were all gone. I think there's only like 3 of them in the area now. I think there's one in Moreland too. But there's one, actually, dog, I found one in Stockbridge of all places, bro.
Wow.
And yeah, man, I went there, man. Super cool staff. I talked to the manager was there. She was hella cool. Man, I ate when I had these chicken thighs, man, crispy seasoned on the outside, juicy as hell on the inside, man. And so check the video out, man. Hope y'all enjoy it, man. But yeah, man, like I said, man, that's why I do my foodie thing. And come through, check your boy out. Definitely appreciate it. And Michael, next time I will get some damn cinnamon rolls because I can't get the vitriol. I can't take the criticism. How dare I go to Mrs. Winters and not get a damn cinnamon roll?
You sparked his ire. You sparked his ire as well.
Yes,
Damn it.
yes,
And,
yes. But yeah, man. Hey, T-Wills, do we get on Friday, bro?
hey, man. See you Friday, brother. Have a great
Yes,
week,
sir. You do the same. Peace.
man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Michael Lahusky says, Yogi and Boo Boo, hey there. Hey there. Hey there. Where are the picnic baskets? I'm smarter than the average bear. I remember. They did an animated. I know they did an animated Yogi Bear movie. I don't know if they did a live action though. I don't know if they did a live action. You would think they would have, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know, folks. I don't, man. I do not. I do not. Well, um, in about 12 minutes, Chris A1 and I have a show. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. It's entitled GM and Coach Relationships and Mama's Boys. That's right. I said it, Mama's Boys, damn it. Ain't nothing wrong with Mama's Boys. Whatever. It's airing in about, well, maybe 17 minutes. But hey, you guys check it out, man. Please tune in. Same channel, same bat channel, you know. So just click on the link when it pops up on your YouTube, and let's go on over there. And Chris and I are going to get into what happens when GMs and coaches just don't get along, because it happens. And then we're going to get into Mama's Boys and a specific situation that came up that we just want to delve into. We're going to have some fun this morning. Droopy, man. Oh, Droopy. He's not happy. He's droopy. I got a friend of mine that does a great Droopy impression. Let's see. Michael says, don't forget the gallon of sweet tea. Damn right. Damn right, Mike. Hey, man, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Would not be here without you. Could not do it without you. That's why I love to do it with you. You guys have an amazing day. Those of you who are joining us in about 16 minutes, hey, just stay right here. The name of the show is called GM and Coach Relationships and Mama's Boys. And we'll see you at about 9:20. You guys have an amazing day. I want to thank God and Jesus for waking me up and everything that he does for me. Through the good and the bad, I can't do anything but praise him because all he's doing is looking out for me. I want to thank Mr. Eric Parker and thank Mr. Jack Spade and for giving me my start in this business. And hey, man, last but not least, please like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. So your boy can go up in the algorithm. Grab the link below, like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends, like it. Drop a comment or two. Let me know what you like about it. Let me know what could be better. Let me know your thoughts. And please subscribe. Thanks, guys. I will see you at 9:20. Go Falcons.